Welcome to Relations, where we explore the infinite dimensions of love and relationships. Today, we're tackling a topic that's sure to ignite some intense discussion: submission in relationships. Before you make any assumptions, stick with us. We're diving deep into what submission truly means, how it can impact your relationship, and why it's a conversation worth having. Let's challenge the norms and uncover the real dynamics behind this controversial subject. Ready to transform your love life? Let's get started. Let's start with a scenario most of us can relate to: work. Ladies, every day you submit to your boss. They tell you what to do, what to wear, and how to act. Submit this report by 5 p.m. Follow the dress code. You comply without question because it's your job and you want to keep that paycheck coming. You don't talk back to your boss. You respect their authority. Let that sink in. Now, let's flip the script. When your man who loves and cherishes you asks you to do something, why is it different? He might ask you to dress modestly or request your help during something, and suddenly there's resistance? Why do you talk back to him but not to your boss? Submission is part of our daily lives. Think about your childhood. You submitted to your parents. Monica, do the dishes. Fold the clothes. Sweep the floor. It wasn't up for debate. It was expected. You did it because you respected their authority and knew they had your best interests at heart. For those who are Christian, the Bible speaks to this as well. Ephesians 5:22 says, "Wives, submit to your husband as to the Lord." Would God submit to men? That would be absurd. Men submit to God, women to men, and children to their parents. Submission isn't bad. Believe it or not, women, you all do it every day. Let that sink in. Think about a dance partnership. In ballroom dancing, one partner leads and the other follows. The follower isn't inferior. Both roles are equally important. The dance only works when the partner trusts each other and performs their roles. If both try to lead, the dance becomes chaotic and loses its beauty. Submission in a relationship works the same way. It creates harmony and allows the relationship to flourish. Let's use another everyday example: traffic lights. When you're driving, you submit to traffic signals. You stop at red lights, go on green, and yield when necessary. This isn't because you're weak, but because following these rules ensures everyone's safety and keeps traffic flowing smoothly. Imagine the chaos if everyone decided to ignore traffic signals and do their own thing. Submission in a relationship is like following traffic signals. It's about creating order and safety, not about losing your autonomy. When you board a flight, you submit to the pilot and crew without question. You trust them to ensure your safety, follow their instructions during takeoff and landing, and comply with their rules throughout the flight. This trust and submission creates a smooth and safe journey. You don't know how many hours they've flown or their exact qualifications. You simply trust that the government has put the right people in place. You submit to a crew and pilot you don't even know, trusting them thousands of feet in the air. But the person you actually know, come home to, and lay next to every day, who would do anything for you, why would you not submit to his authority? Let that sink in. Your man who will fix the dresser, build a crib, protect you in danger, and do other things that men usually handle deserve the same level of trust and respect. Think about when you visit a doctor. You submit to their expertise and follow their prescription without questioning every detail of their medical training. You trust that they have the knowledge and skill to help you get better. Likewise, submitting to your partner means trusting his intentions and abilities to lead and protect the relationship. Your boss that you submit to at work won't die for you. As a matter of fact, he will replace you in 2 seconds if he could. But your man, he would shield you and your kids even at the cost of his life. Think about that ultimate sacrifice and what it means. Let that sink in. Men, my advice: Don't be with any woman who won't submit to you. Men make the ultimate sacrifice of dying for their family. Whether he's 36 years old or 77, a man will lay his life down for his family. For example, when someone tried to harm the former president, a man shielded his wife and kids and lost his life. That's the kind of devotion we're talking about. Let that sink in. Now women, I'm not saying to submit to a man who plays video games all day and doesn't have anything going for himself. But even if your man isn't perfect, try submitting for a whole week and see how your relationship changes. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more discussion on love and relationships. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep this conversation going. Remember, let that sink in, and stay connected and keep loving.